Conjunction of the Moon with each planet in the horoscope. The conjunction of the Moon with each planet in the horoscope brings a blending of energies between the Moon and the respective planet. Here is a brief overview of the general meaning of the Moon's conjunction with each planet. Moon conjunct Sun. This conjunction, also known as the new moon, represents a harmonious fusion of the conscious self, Sun, with emotions and instincts, Moon. It can indicate a strong sense of self-awareness, emotional vitality, and alignment between personal goals and inner desires. Moon conjunct Mercury. This conjunction suggests a blending of emotions and thoughts. It can indicate a sensitive and intuitive mind, a strong emotional intelligence, and a tendency to express emotions through communication. It can also suggest a deep connection between feelings and logical thinking. Moon conjunct Venus. This conjunction signifies a blending of emotions and relationships. It can indicate a loving and nurturing nature, a strong desire for harmony and beauty in relationships, and a need for emotional connection and affection. It can also suggest a creative and romantic disposition. Moon conjunct Mars. This conjunction brings together the energies of emotions and assertiveness. It can indicate strong passions and intense emotional reactions, a need for emotional self-expression, and a potential for impulsiveness or emotional volatility. It can also suggest a competitive spirit and the drive to protect and defend loved ones. Moon conjunct Jupiter. This conjunction combines the energies of emotions and expansion. It can indicate a positive and optimistic outlook on life, a generous and nurturing nature, and a need for emotional growth and learning. It can also suggest a potential for emotional abundance and a sense of emotional security. Moon conjunct Saturn. This conjunction signifies a blending of emotions and responsibilities. It can indicate a need for emotional security and stability, a disciplined and self-controlled approach to emotions, and a potential for emotional maturity and wisdom. It can also suggest a tendency towards emotional self-restraint or a need to work through emotional challenges. Moon conjunct Uranus. This conjunction represents a merging of emotions and individuality. It can indicate a need for emotional freedom and independence, a tendency to have sudden emotional insights or breakthroughs, and a potential for emotional unpredictability or rebelliousness. It can also suggest a unique and unconventional emotional expression. Moon conjunct Neptune. This conjunction signifies a blending of emotions and spirituality. It can indicate a sensitive and empathetic nature, a deep connection with the subconscious mind, and a potential for emotional idealism or escapism. It can also suggest a need for emotional boundaries and discernment. Moon conjunct Pluto. This conjunction represents a merging of emotions and transformation. It can indicate intense and deep emotional experiences, a potential for emotional rebirth and regeneration, and a need for emotional power and control. It can also suggest emotional intensity and the potential for emotional healing and growth. These interpretations provide a general understanding of the Moon's conjunction with each planet. Details of Moon conjunct with different planets will be followed in other videos individually. It's important to remember that the overall interpretation can be influenced by the specific signs, houses, and aspects involved in the birth chart.